We are going to proceed from where we left off. We are still in the book of Matthew in chapter 5. Today we're going to focus our reading on Jesus' teaching about adultery. But before we do that, let's recall what we've read. So Matthew chapter 5 highlights Jesus' teachings to his disciples, and a crowd gathered around them, and he began to reveal a lot of key details about the kingdom of heaven. He started with pronouncement of blessings in the Beatitudes, wherein he actually gave us a blueprint of how we're supposed to live as members of the kingdom of heaven. We proceeded to learn about salt and light, and then the law, that he did not come to abolish it, but he's here to fulfill it. And then we proceeded to learn a lot more about some of the teachings about anger as well. And now we're going to proceed into the teaching about adultery. And it begins in verse 27 and concludes in verse 30. So we're going to start with verse 27, and it says, "You have heard the commandment that says that you must not commit adultery. But I say, anyone who even looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart. So if your eye, even your good eye, causes you to lust, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown in hell. And if your hand, even your stronger hand, causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown in hell." And I shared with you that Jesus speaks in parables, and as you continue to read, you will allow the Holy Spirit to teach you and guide you and reveal some of the key things that are really important for you to understand the teachings that he is teaching. So one of the key things to emphasize is he's not necessarily talking about a radical amputation of your hand and gouging out your eye, but there's something that this stems from, and I believe that it stems from the very heart. In verse 28 it says, "But I say, anyone who even looks at a woman with a lust has already committed adultery in his heart." So we talk about a renewing of our mind last reading. We highlighted that, but there is the heart issue as well, which only Jesus can fix. You can't fix that. Only he can renew that. Only he can replace that. Only he can transform that. So one of the key things that I have learned in my journey in walking with Christ is one of the greatest miracles that Jesus ever performed is actually the transformation of somebody's heart. The transformation of somebody's heart. And you have to walk with the Lord to be able to know what that truly means. And as he begins to transform your heart, your eyes is no longer lustful. Your ears no longer hears the thing that it doesn't need to hear. Your mouth no longer speaks the things that it does not need to speak. And your feet are directed and ordered by the Lord. And your hands get to do the things that the Lord asks you to do. And one of the key things that I wanted to highlight specifically too as well, the eye in itself is a gateway to your soul. I think that the eye is important to consistently monitor, but also allowing Jesus to come into your heart and begin to walk his walk in there. If you're struggling with anything that has to do with lust, as Jesus said, maybe your time, and that's what Jesus is going to walk you through when it comes to him coming into your heart to walk through that. He's going to start to actually cut the cord. The thing that you look at, the thing that you see, the things that you hear, he's going to start to cut the cord and the access and pull the plug where you find temptation. So today I wanted to leave you with that, and I cannot wait to continue our reading in our next section. Our next section is very, very short. It's about teaching about divorce, and I am really excited about that.